foil, which plugs into the bottom of the boat. So you have to pin the foils into the boat and carry it into the water, or like launch off of a floating dock or a ramp. So both the rudder and the main hydrofoil are adjustable. The main hydrofoil it's fully automated, the height control, and you can see the flap going up and down there. And then the rudder's a little bit different. You can spin the tiller, and the entire foil rotates in the in a cassette like this, fore and aft, to adjust the attitude of the boat.
So when you're talking about the wand here and this foil, right, and how it's changing the angle of the boat, exactly how does this work here?
So the wand, it's kind of hard to see because it's black on black, but the wand is about 1.5 meters long, and normally it's sticking straight down to maybe angled partially back. And you can see this is an entire gear ratio here, and then here's one of the series of push rods that goes all the way through the deck back here to this guy, which is just a little spring-loaded ball clamp. This is a ride height adjuster, and that clamp goes on this little nipple right up here. So the wand is basically the height sensor, and as that wand is depressed back, it creates maximum lift on the foil.
Yeah,
so that's pushed all the way back with that push rod, and then as the boat gains speed and lifts higher and higher, the wand goes forward, pulling this thing to more of a neutral position. And then if you get really high, the wand will flick all the way forward, pull the flap all the way up, kill your lift, and the boat will drop.
So we're putting up some wake over the course yesterday, and guys are getting pretty pissed off. And it seems like the boat isn't going to be affected by waves, but with the wand it really is, right?
At times. It depends on your setup. That's why this little guy right here, this ride height adjuster, this little bobbin looking thing, is so important.
And what do you call these blocks?
Oh, these are Peekabee. These are model yacht blocks.
Tiniest blocks I've ever seen, man.
But these ride height adjusters, Bora and I have developed these over the last 1.5 years, and now pretty much everyone out here has one. But the reason the powerboat chop is so bad on a day like yesterday is because it's light wind. So you have this thing spread out to its maximum distance, creating maximum lift on this flap, so you can fly really high, minimizing your wetted surface area. But on a day like yesterday, you're flying with this much of the foil below the water. So anytime you heel, the tip has an opportunity to pierce the surface, and air will travel down here, and the entire foil will cavitate. And then you
ventilation or cavitation.
Yeah, same thing. And the same thing happens with the rudder, because basically as soon as you get really high up, you adjust the rudder fore and aft so that your boat flies level. And the rudder is the same thing. It's only this far below the surface of the water, and you're traveling faster than the waves. So you can actually be going fast enough that your rudder comes out of a wave, and then if you don't have any rudder in the water, you're gonna wipe out.
Through, right?
Yeah.
You're finding the water really quick.
So with the ride height adjuster, you got to pick your times to fly really high and go really fast, and then if you see some waves, powerboat chop, or you need to go into a maneuver where you might have to steer through some of that stuff, you drop yourself down a little bit so you can make sure your foil stays in the water.
Okay, cool, man. Let's run through really quick. We got a few more controls, right?
Yeah.
And standard Vang, Cunningham. What else you got going on?
This Cunningham's actually a little bit special. We're running pretty stiff mass, and this is a Harken triple block, but we've added a fourth single block. So this is actually a quad block here with a triple at the bottom, and this is custom from Harken. The guys in Milwaukee did that for us down at Key West. And when we were there sailing 32s, because we needed a solution to pull on a lot of Cunningham and bend the stiffer mass.
It's an 8-to-1?
That would be
a 7 and a...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In your bottom.
Yep.
Yeah. And you got your Vang action here, right?
Vang, this is just the standard stock Vang, 16-to-1.
16-to-1?
Some guys are running 32-to-1. They have an extra cascade in there. I'm afraid of breaking stuff, so I don't do it. The outhaul is just a 2-to-1 in the boom, and then kind of agricultural shock cord to pull it forward. The sails and the boats really respond well to a lot of camber downwind to get some depth. Kind of adapted from the windsurfers.
So you have the bungee right here that pulls the sail in to give it more camber when you release the outhaul for downwind.
Yeah, and I mean, pretty obvious that that's a fast trade if you watch Formula Windsurfers or even in the last America's Cup. You could see how cambered they had the wing downwind all the time.
Amazing amount of camber they had on that
That's why
thing.
we have this foot batten in the sail as well. That kind of just helps to lock in shape.
Oh, okay, cool, man. And what is this sail again?
This Raptor sail. This is from Dan Kessler in Seattle. He's been pretty good to us, helped us with a lot of development and just trying to make something a little bit better. We kind of struggled yesterday in the lighter air. We've gone to the flatter side with our sails. So 10 knots, we're really good and above, but below that, it's a bit of a struggle. So Bora and a couple of the bigger guys who are on the Kessler or Raptor sails are thinking about changing. I'm not sure what they decided to do, but
Yeah, Bora said he changed the sail. I'm not exactly sure what he changed it to today.
I'm sure he changed back to his world sail, which is pretty good. It's a KA, pretty standard on the scene here.
Yeah. So. Cool. Well, thanks a lot, man.
Yep.
And good luck today.
Cool.
What do you think? Well, how's it going to go today?
Oh, I think it's going to be a better day for sure. Have a couple races, have a couple opportunities to get in there. It looks like the breeze is filling in. So.
Yeah. We have a small postponement, half-hour postponement before the race starts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. So thanks a lot for yeah. So thanks a lot for tuning in, Puma Moth Worlds. Thanks to CST Composites. This mast right here, CST Composites, and they do the winding technique, which is really, really special for what's going on. And are you running a pretty stiff one?
Yeah, this is
stiffy today, right?
Yeah.
How many CST masts you have?
I think we have like 4 or 5, but that Bora and I share them, and
Yeah.
he takes whatever he wants. I take the leftovers.